All right, our next bout is a lightweight bout at 155 pounds, presented by Ogle Elrod and Burrill. It's Layton Lawson from Rush MMA, American Top Team in Macon, Georgia, at 3-3, taking on Leo Woods, an independent fighter out of Newport, Tennessee. Valor Fights 42 continues from Newport. Let's go back to the cage and Jennifer.
Our next bout of the evening is in the lightweight division, brought to you by Ogle Elrod and Burrill. First, please welcome to the cage, Lathon Lawson.
First out is Lathon Lawson. Definitely the experience advantage. 6 fights in his MMA career at 3-3 out of that Rush MMA American Top Team camp. And certainly, Casey, we've talked about it, a great camp. Tell us about the Macon, Georgia product.
Well, man, you know, I'm very big on this guy, very well-rounded. He knows his way, you know, as the striking range, also on the ground. We saw him with a big win by armbar over Chase Buffington back in 2016, back at Valor Fights 33. But then we saw him drop the loss to Luis Rodriguez at Valor Fights 36 to a knee bar in a fight I felt like he was winning. And just kind of got caught. That's one of those things you've really got to watch, those leg locks, and that's what he fell prey to. I think tonight he comes in with a head of steam. I look for big things in this matchup for him.
So what do you think about the matchup with Leo Woods? Tell us about Leo.
Well, Leo is a guy that has been an overachiever since he started fighting. You know, a guy who really is an independent, but came out with a tough fight against Ava Mayi, who we'll see later tonight, and actually gained a win over Dakota Pell. This is a guy that can hurt you on the feet. He's got so much range, and if you're not ready for it and you expect him just to fold, that will not happen. However, he has shown weakness on the ground, and I think that is where Lathon Lawson will shine tonight.
Well, it's certainly a contrast in size in these two. If Lawson does come out, looks at about 5'9", he's going to be at a 7-inch height disadvantage. Leo Woods, tall and rangy at 6'4", and it'll be interesting to see who can take most advantage of that. We have not seen Lawson come out yet, so we're waiting on Lathon Lawson. He's got some chill walkout music. Here comes Lawson. But you're right, Lawson, even in that loss to Luis Rodriguez, looked good in that fight. Just got caught being submitted in the second round at 1:26. And Lawson also with wins, Casey mentioned, over Case Buffington, beat Isaac Jones back in 2014. Also a win over Nick Hardy in 2014. So there was a gap after his loss to Trevor McCluskey, a gap of about a year and a half before the Chase Buffington fight. That was the win, and the loss to Luis Rodriguez. Leo Woods has been very active. 4 fights, all in 4 fights in 2016. We last saw him in December. That's really active. I mean, he's a young guy at 24, but that's a very aggressive schedule for Woods. Lawson is in the cage. Back to Jennifer.
And his opponent making his way to the cage. Please welcome Leo Woods.
Comes Leo Woods, independent fighter, 2-2 out of Newport, Tennessee. So what do you think of a schedule like that, Casey, where you fight 4 times in a calendar year?
Well, you know, it could be good. I think that it's one of the things where you need to make sure that you're well prepared when you do that, especially when you're taking fights against top-tier opponents. And in this case, Rush MMA is one of those top-tier camps. I've said this since the start, that Leo Woods is one of those guys with the potential to be amazing. He is built for it. He has the athleticism for it. He needs the training, and we'll see if he has it here.
Take a look at the tail of the tape in this next bout. It's a lightweight bout at 155 pounds, presented by Ogle Elrod and Burrill. Lathon Lawson and Leo Woods, 2 young fighters, Lawson a year younger. You see the height difference, 6 inches officially, with Woods being the taller fighter. Both of them with some experience in amateur MMA, both with a 500 record, 2 extra fights in Lawson's career. Lawson weighed in at 156.8, Woods at 156.4, virtually identical. Both fighters in the cage. Back to Jennifer.
This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 156 pounds, holds a record of 3 wins with 3 losses, and fights out of Rush MMA American Top Team in Macon, Georgia, Lathon Lawson. And his opponent across the cage to my left, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 156 pounds, holds a record of 2 wins with 2 losses, and fights out of Newport, Tennessee, Leo Woods. Your referee when the action begins is Nate Jolly.
Nate Jolly, our referee, in a slight-weight bout at 155 pounds, presented by Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill. Lathon Lawson in the black trunks, Leo Woods in the red trunks. 3 3-minute rounds. Nate Jolly looks at both sides. Valor fights 42. Newport, Tennessee. We're underway. They'll touch gloves. Vince Farrar, Casey Oxendine, cage side. Great to have you with us. Lawson lands the first kick, and here we go in round 1.
Well, this is the thing. Will Leo Woods be able to utilize that reach? You know, I mean, that's a huge height disadvantage for Lathon Lawson. Of course, he trains with a lot of long, lanky guys, including Cole Miller, who really epitomizes that long, lanky style. But Leo Woods, he will come to bang. And so, again, I look for Lathon Lawson to close the distance a little bit and look to put him on the mat.
Woods with a good combo. He stuck the jab and then followed it up with that right, with that long reach.
And there it is. Stifled is Leo Woods, and on his back in half guard position. He bridges, but it looks like Lathon Lawson may end up on his back.
Woods going for the neck and now landed a quick shot. Trying to separate the wrist control of Lawson.
Yeah, I think Leo was he was kind of saved by the cage. He's not saved here. He's in a tough spot.
Wow.
Rear naked choke, sunk in deep.
Tap.
And it's a tap.
Over. Casey called it. When it gets to the mat in wrestling, as Lathon Lawson dusts off the shoulder, it's a clear advantage for Lathon Lawson, and Lawson gets the win to go back above 500 at 4-3.
Well, that's what I said before, man. Leo Woods, all of the ability in the world, all the potential in the world, but he has got to go to school. He went to school tonight here under the lights, but he needs to be in the academy preparing, getting good at his jiu-jitsu, his wrestling, and his striking is, you know, with the minimal amount of striking training he has, he did fairly well in this outing, but he's got to do so much more. But if he does, the sky's the limit for him. Lathon Lawson, meanwhile, he gets another big victory, and he moves on. He advances, another big name in the sport with a huge future.
Yeah, and he is slick. He's put together. You can see how advanced he is in his wrestling game. He's showing off the Rush MMA t-shirt. He's been dancing to this really nice, relaxing, chill, groove music that Lawson is still enjoying in the cage. Nate Jolly's going to have to put his hands on his wrist, and here we go. Back to the cage and Jennifer.
Your referee stops this bout at 1 minute and 16 seconds into the first round. For your winner by rear naked choke submission, out of red corner, Lathon Lawson.
First round RNC for the groovin' Lathon Lawson.
Lathon Lawson, another big victory here at Valor Fights 42. You know, Leo, he's a long, lanky guy, 6'4", but you told straight through it. You got that takedown. You went to the rear naked choke. Round 1 finish. Talk about it.
Newport, Tennessee, how y'all feeling, baby? Round 1 finish, baby. Same thing Jake Clevenger did. We're in here to finish everybody, man. It was a great fight. I appreciate Leo for taking the fight. I mean, he tried to back out on me like the day of today, but he came through, man. We fought. I respect him as a man, and we're gonna move forward.
Well, that you do. You continue to move forward in your career. I want to know what's next for Lathon Lawson. I mean, you are one of the top prospects here in Valor Fights. You must be hungry for some gold.
Let me get that title shot, man. Last time I was out here, I got caught. I was winning. I want to get that title shot. I want to get that belt, man. Valor's got that belt, that 155 belt. I want to get it. Shout out to my teammates, Quentin Culpepper, Main event fighting tonight. Shout out to Lindsey Jones, co-main event, Sweet Tea in the building. Hey, stick around, guys. They're gonna put on a great show tonight, man. We're gonna represent Rush MMA 4-0. Hey, shout out to Warner Robins Fire Department. Hey, Mule Team 4, I got you guys.
One more time, hands together for your winner, Layton Lawson.